Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video we're going to be doing something slightly different to normal. We're going to be teaching you how to make your very own Minecraft thumbnail, just like mine, okay? So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here I am on Adobe Photoshop. You guys might be using a different program, but I'm going to be showing you how to do it on Photoshop. In the near future I will be showing you another tutorial video on how to do it on other programs such as paint.net, which is totally free and is very similar to Photoshop. Create a new document on Photoshop with the width of 1280 pixels. Make sure it's pixels, by the way, and the height of 720 pixels. That is the only size that a thumbnail can be. So it must be 1280 by 720. Resolution, I normally just have it on about 72 pixels per inch. Then the rest of it you can just ignore. Now, let's just go and create this document. So now we have this here on our screen. What we can do is, now for every Minecraft thumbnail you just don't want it to just be like a white or a green or a pink or a black or whatever background. You want it to have some sort of action going on in the background, something that's going to be interesting, which is going to focus your eyes not to the background itself because it's just so boring, but it will focus your eyes to whatever else is on top of it. And we're going to do that very easily. So you can either go onto your Minecraft and go onto a world or a server or whatever, download a world, I don't care, and you can get a screenshot off of there. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So say for example I went onto the Hypixel server, and I'm an MVP++, which means I can do /games. Once I've done that, you can see all the different things here. By the way, you can do this with MVP+ as well. Now you can just select any games that you would like. Say for example this one here, Skywars game. It comes up with the Hypixel replay better. Okay, now I'm just gonna go 5 seconds forward a few times. There we go. I was nicked in here, by the way, so that's me. And now you can see there's a lot of action going on here as well. Now all we want to do now is click F1 on our keyboard, which is going to make everything vanish. Just click it again to get everything back. So I'm just going to click F1 there, get a nice angle with everything in it, and then click F2 on my keyboard, okay? It might glitch out for some computers, but not mine, I'm afraid. And then it will see in your chat, I use Badline clients, so it will say open, upload, tweet, delete, okay? However, with normal Minecraft and other things, it will just say something like you can open the file here. And just select the open clickable here, okay? So once I select on that, you'll see it's come up here, and I can just leave my Hypixel replay. And with this, what we're going to do is we're going to right click on it and select copy. Head over to our Photoshop, do Ctrl+V on our keyboard, and you'll see it will come in. It may be too big, which is very likely, and that's totally fine though. We can change this by just clicking Ctrl and T on our keyboard and just dragging the corners until we have the perfect fit for our liking. I don't know if I want it all on the screen at the same time. Maybe just like this, or I could have it so it fits perfectly on, just like this. Now we've done that, select enter on your keyboard, and that will get rid of all the outline around it, and now you can still move it around, but we don't really want to do that. Now select on the layer 0 that we had originally and just click delete on your keyboard, and it will just go for you. And I'm just going to name this one here something like Sky Wars, okay? And now this doesn't even have to be related. I mean, normally it would be like with a Bed Wars gameplay, there would be a picture of an island from Bed Wars or something, or a diamond generator or something like that. However, it doesn't have to be that. If it's not going to be the main focus, it doesn't have to be that, okay? So there's a couple of options you can do here. And then go up to our filter icon over here, select on there, and now you can go down all the way down to where it says blur here, go to the right hand side, then you how about Gaussian blur, okay? What this will do is this will literally make it all as if it's like a window that's been really dirty for ages, except without obvious dirt marks. So you can make this as obvious as you like. I'm just going to keep it like this really for now. And then that's it, okay? And you can do Ctrl+Z on your keyboard just after you've done it to undo it all, but I'm just going to keep it like this. Now what we want to do is we want to go and get another picture. No matter what picture it is, we need another picture, of course. it can't just be that with writing. That just doesn't look right, and people don't find it interesting. People don't want to read. People get lazy. They get bored. You get people out there that can't read, etc., etc. So they'll be like, "What does that mean?" So this is why it's always good to have something relating to it, or just something showing that it is Minecraft, because maybe they can't see the background or something like that. So I'm just going to drag my Google over here. Now type in novaskin.me. Okay, oh god. And it'll come up with this little thing here. Minecraft texture tools, okay? And now you'll see this little thing here saying player skin editor. Just select on there. Now you don't need the other tab, you just need this. And now you can see it'll come up with this. My skin is already in here because I've used this before, but otherwise you can just type in your player name up here. Like my one, I can just type in Euan Craft, and then it'll come up here. Select on there and it will add it to your piece of artwork. Okay. Now once you've done this, you can do many different things to it. You can draw on it, so maybe you wanted to draw a Christmas hat on it, but not as an actual skin. We'll just go and draw that real quick. Change the colours down here by just selecting on here and different things like that. You can move it around if you like with this. Then if we just select over here to the pose button over here, you'll see there are some presets already, like this. And then we might just want to move it around a little bit more, but mainly people like to use things like this. And then what we could do is we can just go up to here and say save. Select there, you see this, right click on here, say save image as, and it'll come down here. Or what you could do is just right click and say copy image. Go to your Photoshop and do Control V again. Make it enlarge by doing Control T. Make sure it's rather big, because remember the size of your work is going to be very, very small on the thumbnail picture, so you want it to all stand out very well. Now do enter again. Get this little magic wand tool, select the background, and then select delete. However, there may be a problem with people like myself. I have black in my skin, so this is easily solvable. I'm just going to do Control D on my keyboard, and it will get rid of that selection. And all I'm going to do is select this little button over here, which is the polygonal lasso tool. I'm just going to select where I would like it to be selected, but just around the bits that are black. The rest of it doesn't really matter. And luckily for me, most of my skin is got black on the edges, so I'm going to have to do lots of this. Once you finish doing that, just do Control C on your keyboard, okay? Make sure you joined up the edges up here by doing what I just did, which is clicking the little hovering over it until there's a little circle next to your cursor. Now done Control C, do Control V on your keyboard, and you'll see it'll create a new little layer down here. Go to the original layer and click delete on your keyboard. Now you will only have this skin here. Now it may not look right for you because of legs or something, and this is pretty simple. Most YouTubers will not include the whole body of their character if they put their character in the thumbnail. They'll just include the upper half or something like that. So now I'm just going to move it around so it's like this. And this is really how I like it, okay? So now I've done that, I'm just going to go over to my text tool down here. Now I can, if you guys want to, you can go all these different websites on the internet, like fontspace.com. They have tons of legally licensed fonts that you can download for free, okay? And you can search different ones up at the top, and you could just scroll around until you find something you like Spectre looks awesome, Sector, sorry. Hello Melda, loads of different ones, okay? So that's recommended by me. I'll put a link to it in the description for you. There'll also be a link to Novaskin in the description for you as well. Now what we're going to do is I've got my text called Comics Cartoon. I'm going to select, and you'll see maybe it's a little bit too big at first, but who cares. I'm going to do all of mine in capitals, genuinely because it looks better in capitals, just because it catches the eye more. If I write like how to make a thumbnail, it just doesn't look right like that. So I'm just going to write how to, and maybe you just think it's too big. Well, that's fine. You just need to go and change the size up here to about 100, and there we go. Or maybe I said 130. There we go. And there we go. Once we've done this, there's something else that we would like to do, okay? And this is simply selecting all of the text and selecting this little color thing up here. Now, this is one option, okay? You could change the color through this and just say okay. However, what I've noticed over time is that this doesn't tend to catch the eye as much as other things do. For example, right click on the layer, you may have to do it twice, then go up to blending options at the top. Once you've done that, you'll come up with this little thing here saying layer style. On this, you can go and select the outer glow on down here. Click a little check mark and then click on outer glow. Once you've done that, change the size of it down here to about 9. Then that is all we need to do for there. Now we need to go and select gradient overlay as well. Select on it and then click on here, the little gradient button here, and you'll come up with this thing. Click on the colour you want to do first, this one on the bottom row, ignore the top, select on it, and then choose which colour you would like it to be. So, say for example, I wanted mine to be a nice old, I don't know, greenish colour, okay? Simple. I can just go over to here. Oh, sorry. I can just go over to here, choose this sort of colour of a green, and then go to the other colour, select on here, find the green again. I will just make it a little bit lighter this side. I've actually done it the wrong way round, silly enough, but that's totally fine. It doesn't even have to be so obvious, okay? It's just, it catches the eye and people don't tend to notice, but they do notice it, okay? Now we're just going to type in make a. Well, you don't even have to put a, guys. It doesn't even have to make sense, as long as it's got keywords in, like how to make thumbnail, okay? And it doesn't even have to have making even. You could just have thumbnail, okay? But I'm going to say making it as well. And then again, we're going to go down to layer 3, right click twice, and select blending options at the top. Again, outer glow. And this has already been saved as the last one, so that's totally fine. It may not look right at first, of course, because it's already white, but we're just going to change that now with our gradient overlay. We do not want the same color, that just makes it boring. Never do all of the text the same color. So do it in rows and things like that. So now with this one, I'm going to do it with like a bluish, I think. So I'm just going to do, click OK, and there we go. We have our how to make, okay? Now don't worry if the background, the outline of the writing doesn't actually look right yet. This is very easily fixable, which is what we're going to do in a second, just after we've done the final word. Thumbnail, okay? Now this can overlap your character if you like. In fact, this could even be bigger, for example, 150. There we go. And now we just want to right click twice on thumbnail, select blending options, and then once this comes up we can select outer glow and gradient overlay. Again, select on here, select our lighter colour on the left. For this one I'm going to do a red. And like I said before, it doesn't even have to look too obvious. As long as you know it's there yourself, then it should be alright. I might just move my character to the right a little bit like this, and move my text around a little bit so it just looks right. Minecraft text. I'll put a link to this in the bottom as well. This one is called TextCraft. We just need to type up here Minecraft, and then choose the font, which is Minecraft. Make sure it's all right, how we like it. Maybe like this, large. You might want it 3D style. And then select create. There we go. Right click, say copy image, head back over to our Photoshop, do Control V, because now it doesn't have as much black in it. If we just click delete, get a little smaller pieces as well, and it may pixelate slightly when you're enlarging it, but it won't always be like that. And select enter, and there we go. And once we've done this, we can just make it so it all fits in actually. So I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller actually, Minecraft. And a little bit lower as well. I'm going to bring my make and how to downwards, just like this, but make sure they're rather close to each other still. and they don't have to be perfectly aligned either. And also, like I was saying earlier, it doesn't even have to make sense. So, say for example, I could just move the thumbnail writing like this. Okay. Now something else I could really do is really cool. I can click on thumbnail, click up here for this little like warp text tool. Click on it and select style, and then you can choose whichever one you like, and then you'll see you can move it around like this. Okay, and just like that. See, it looks perfect. Now this is where it begins to get pretty interesting. We can right click on our thumbnail writing and select convert to smart object. Do the same for the rest of our text. Now you'll see they have not got any little things underneath them, and you also notice that you cannot type on them. Cool. This is because they're now actually objects and not text anymore. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to do the thing where we right click on it, select blending options, and this time we're going to do another outer glow, except you'll see this time it's a little bit thicker because we're going to change the color to black. And we're going to make it slightly larger size, so I'm going to make mine about 13. Say OK, and there we have it. I'm going to do the same for the rest of my text now. Blending options, outer glow, and it's already saved like that. Blending options, outer glow, and it's already saved. There we go. That is exactly how you make the perfect Minecraft thumbnail for your liking. Now, I hope this video really helped you out, and again, I'm going to be making another one soon about how to do it on other programs such as paint.net. And there is another thing I just thought of. I could right click on the Minecraft writing and select outer glow on here as well. Now that stands out a little bit more. In fact, I could even change it myself so that the outer glow is a different colour, such as a nice yellow or red. However, if I did that, I'd have to change the size back to a 9. And there we go. Okay. Again, I hope this video really helps you out, and again, I'll be making another video on how to do thumbnails on things like paint.net and maybe even Microsoft Paint. Okay, so I hope this video helps you out. Leave a like and a subscribe if it did. Let me know in the comments what else you would like to hear from me, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.